Right. Good evening, brother. Good evening. May cut right. Okay. So first of all, I will discuss some homeworks from directed numbers. Some of you are having still some problems, right? When adding the directed numbers and subtracting the directed numbers. I do not know why. Correct? So that is a question for me. Correct? Right. First of all, I will again tell you, please turn on your cameras. Right? Isala turn on each eye off. Alright? Right. So, first of all, I will discuss some homeworks from directed numbers. Then, most important message from next week onwards, right? I will discuss the papers. Right? And this week, I will send the paper number 1 to you guys, so you can do it at home. Right? But පුතේ ඔයාලා හිතනවද මම පේපර් සාකච්ඡා කරලා නැහැ කියලා මේ වෙනකම්? Can someone say, right? I haven't discussed any paper right now or by now. Can anyone say to your class, to your class, right? By now, I haven't discussed any papers. Yes or no? Can anyone tell me? නැත්ද කතා කරලා නැත්ද මම සාකච්ඡා කරලා නැහැ? Discuss කරලා? haven't I? ඔයාලගේ ස්පීඩ් රිවිෂන් බුක් එක අරගෙන count the questions. Count the questions, then you can collect a total paper. මුලින්ම මේක තමයි කරගෙන ආවේ පොඩ පොඩ. හරිද? That is how I am going to discuss the papers as well. And this week I will put paper number 1 to the group. So you can do it at home. Alright. Then in the next week I will discuss. Right? Okay. Right with it. So first of all, homeworks, directed numbers. Alright. Right. Where should I begin? Begin. Multiplying and dividing directed numbers. Okay, you know that. Right. Page number 11, directed numbers student. Alright, directed numbers student. Page number 11. I will start discussing from last one, 10th one. Alright.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, there.
Sir, page number 8 කළ exercise 4.2 මතක් කරන්න කිව්වා. කරන්න.
Thank you. ನಾನು ಮಾಡೋ පොතකුත් කියලා මං කිව්වා 3 දෙනෙක්ටනේ මතක් කරන්න කියලා නම් 3ක් කිව්වා වගේ මතකයක් තියෙනවා. ඔය හිනාත් යනවා අයට. මං කියපු කට්ටියට හිනාත් යනවා දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ. හරි. හරිද? okay. So exercise 4.2 නේ. Yes. Right. So first of all I will do that. Right. So this is directed numbers dude. Alright, directed numbers. Directed numbers homework. Directed numbers homework. Right? Alright. So the page number 8. Page number 8. Exercise 4.2. Exercise 4.2. Maybe they what easy. This one is what easy, but you guys are still having some little bit of question. I think I do not know, but I think you haven't gone through the note that I have given. How to do the addition? How to do the subtraction? Right. Okay. Exercise 4.1. Sorry, 4.2. Yes, you have to fill the brackets. Fill the blanks. First off. Here you have -8. Here you have +50 equals -8. Then you have to add something. Then final answer. Alright. Right. What did I told you when you have subtraction? When you have subtraction in the middle, there are two directed numbers. Alright. And in the middle you have subtraction. Adu karanna subtract. Right. So what do I know? If I have subtract, I need to get the additive inverse of that. Right? Before subtracting, I need to get the additive inverse. Maybe right here you have this negative sign becomes the positive sign. Not only that, you have to take this also, but also this. This positive 15 turns into negative 15 if you are taking the additive inverse. Right? So additive inverse of positive 15 is negative 15. So this negative converts into positive. Right. So now you know how to add two directed numbers. 2 steps and 3 steps. Can you remember? I have given you same size, 2 steps. Correct? Different size, 3 steps. Now, what can you see here? You have to do the addition. Super. Right? Isn't it? Right. Okay. So here, if we have subtraction, two directed numbers, and if you have to subtract those two directed numbers, then you need to get the additive inverse of that. That means you have to turn this negative sign into positive sign, and the right hand side directed number should be taken as this. That is your additive inverse. Positive converts into negative. Right. So now same direction, same direction. That means negative sign. Negative sign. Both of the directed numbers are in same sign. Same sign you have to add. Same sign add 2 steps. Just add the numerical values. 8 plus 15, 23. And second step, put the same sign. So negative, negative, negative. Right? This is addition, not multiplication. So negative sign, negative sign. So the result is also negative sign. 8 plus 50, 23. So that is how we are going to logic with yourself. That is how you are going to logic, right? Make logic with yourself. So that's it. So here negative 23, right? So then next one. Again, same thing. Right? Second one, right? Second one. Here you have negative 5, negative 4. Sorry, subtract negative 4. You have to subtract negative 4. So same thing you can do, right? First of all, they have given this first number, and the rest of the part you have to fill out. So you know these are two directed numbers, and in the middle you have to do the subtraction. If you have a subtraction, you have to make this as positive and take the additive inverse of negative 4. That is negative 4. Additive inverse is positive 4. Right. So now you have two directed numbers and you have to add. So you know how to add neither. You have two directed numbers and you know how to add them. So two directed numbers. Are they same sign or different signs? Negative and positive. Different signs. You have to follow 2 steps or 3 steps. You have to follow 3 steps when you are doing the addition. So how to do that? When you have different signs, take the two numbers out. That is 3 and 4. Right? 3 and 4. Take the subtraction. 4 minus 3 is 1. Right? 4 minus 3 is 1. Right? How we are going to decide whether this number 1 is negative or positive? You have to check whether, right? biggest number sign. Biggest number is 3 or 4. 4. What is the sign of that? Positive. So this is +1. Right? So that is how we are going to think. Right? That is how we are going to think. Right? Step by step. Right? Don't be kalabala. Keep calm and think. How am I going to do this? What do I know? Right? What do I know by now? And how am I going to continue furthermore? Right? So on and so forth. Now you have all the knowledge to do this, right? And you need to use it proper way. Sorry? Right. So then next one. Is positive 8, negative 15 equals positive 8 plus we have a blank and blank. Right. You have two directed numbers. Again, two directed numbers. Right. What do you have to do? You have to subtract. Right. Two directed numbers, you have to subtract. Correct? Subtract means when you have subtraction, you need to know I need to get what? I need to convert it into additive inverse. Correct? So this negative has been converted into positive sign. And right at the same time, you have to take the additive inverse of this negative 50. Right? That means positive 50. Correct? Right? So now check whether you are having same signs of the directed numbers or different signs. Are they same or different? Are they same or different? Help it. Yeah. Or yeah. What are the bio? ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න ඕනද? ජානනි පුතේ. What can you say about these two directed numbers? Are they same sign or different sign? Are they same sign or different sign?
Different sign.
So what are the two directed numbers you are having now here?
8, 15.
8, 15. What are the signs of them?
Plus.
Okay, now are they different or same?
Same.
Why did you say different? Thank you, different here. What is it then? Are you clear? Can you see clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right. Now you can see this is positive 8, this is positive 15, right? So same sign, right? Same sign. You have to follow the two steps, right? Just add the numerical numbers 8 plus 15, that is 23. And put the sign. What is the sign? Positive, positive. This is positive. Right? This is it. Right? Then, last one. Positive 5, negative 3. And here equal mark, positive 5. Right? Addition. This one. And blank. Right. So again, you have two directed numbers to be added to subtracted. Two directed numbers to be subtracted. If you have subtraction, you need to make sure that this subtraction converts into positive or the addition to the addition. So this negative has been converted into the addition, so that you have to take the additive inverse of negative 3. Additive inverse of negative 3 is positive 3. Right. Now this is okay. Now you have to check, because you have to do the addition now. Positive 5 and positive 3. What I see? Correct? Positive 5 and positive 3. So here same sign, positive, and you have to follow 2 steps. Just add the numerical numbers and put the same sign. Right? What are the numerical numbers? 5, 3. 5 plus 3, 8. So what is the sign? Positive, positive, positive. Correct? Addition, not multiplication. Addition. Right. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
How will it? Yes.
I sent a message about the second question.
So for Ah, yeah. I have done something. When it type, right, I have got something wrong. Right? So exercise 4.2. Right? Thank you, Chaviru. Yes. Exercise 4.2. First question, part B, right? Top row. Top row, part B, right? Right? Negative 5. Negative 4. Here you have a negative 3. Negative 3. Please cancel it. Please cancel it. May cancel. Please cut it. Right? So I will do it again. So now here you have nothing. Then puthala. Just you have to do this. Right? So you have to subtract 2 directed numbers. Right? So first of all, you have to write negative 5 as it is. Right? Negative 5 as it is. Alright. Then this is subtraction. You need to convert this into addition. On that time, you have to take the additive inverse of the right hand side number to this negative sign. Right? Negative 4, this additive inverse of negative 4 is positive 4. Right? So now negative 5 and positive 4 to be added. Negative 5 and negative 4 to be added. Add then you know how to do the addition? 2 ways. Right? Same sign, addition. Right? Different sign, addition. Same sign, if you have same sign, 2 steps you have to follow. Right? Different signs, three steps to follow. Right? Now check. You have to do the addition. Okay, perfect. Negative 5 and positive 4. 2 different signs. Different signs, no? Right? So then what you have to do? Follow the 3 steps. Take the 2 numbers out. Right? 5 and 4. Subtract them. 5 minus 4, 1. Right? 5 minus 4, 1. Then, who is the big brother? 5 or 4? You are going to decide whether this number 1 is positive or negative. Correct? So, you have to check the sign of big brother. 5 or 4? 5 is the big brother. So, what is the sign? Negative. So, this is negative 1. Right? Thank you, Chalu. I didn't see that. Right? Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Then page number 8, second question, part A. Right. Page number 8, second question, part A. I will do that little bit faster. Right. Page number 8. Exercise 4.2. Exercise 4.2. Second question, part A. Right. Second question, part A. I heard a noise. Right. Okay. So same thing you have to do, right? Right. Then I will do subpart A. This simple subpart A, right? So plus 4, you have to subtract plus 1. Now try to catch the pattern. You know this. Now first of all, you have in between these two, what do you have? Subtraction. Right? So what do you need to do? Make it addition. So how you are going to make this addition? You know, right? This is plus 4, write it as it is plus 4. Now here you have negative sign, make it positive, right? Then here you have positive 1. Take the additive inverse of that positive 1 so that it becomes negative 1. Right? So now you have to do the addition of two directed numbers. Right? So check the signs of those two directed numbers. So this is positive, this is negative. Two different signs. That means different signs. You have to follow the 3 steps when you are doing the addition. First, take the two numbers out and just get the subtraction. 4 and 1. Right? Without the signs, you have to care about the values, numerical values, 4 and 1. Get the subtraction, 4 minus 1, 3. Right? So how you are going to decide the sign of that? You have to check the sign of the big brother. I think biggest number. 4 or what? 4 is the biggest number, right? So that is positive. So your answer is positive. Put it like this. Done. Alright. Right. Then part E. Negative 8. Right? Subtract negative 8. What is this? You need to be very careful about this one when you are doing. So the two directed numbers, right? You have two directed numbers and you have to subtract. You do not know how to subtract, but you know how to add. You know how to add. So write this negative 8 as it is, right? This is negative, convert it into positive, right? And here you have negative 8. At the same time, you have to get the additive inverse of that. Right. Now, what is this? Two different signs, negative and positive. Negative 8 and positive 8. You have to do the addition. Two different signs. Take the two numbers out. That means 8 and 8. Now, these are the two numbers that you are having. Get the subtraction of that. 8 minus 8. 8 minus 8, 0. Right. Do we have a sign for this? No sign, right? We can't decide this is positive 0 or negative 0. Right? So this is 0. Right. Okay. Then what do we have to do? Yes. F. I will do F. 0 minus plus 50. Make what easy. 0 subtract plus 15. Right? 0 subtract plus 15. Right. So again you have two numbers, but 0 is not a directed number. Right? Don't mind. Right? So you apply what you know. First of all, I will write this 0 as it is. Now here you have subtraction. You are not going to do the subtraction, you are going to convert that subtraction into addition. Convert this negative sign into positive. At the same time, you have to get the additive inverse of this positive 15, that is negative 15. Alright. Now what you are going to do? You know how to do this, sir. So, two numbers to be added. Alright, two numbers to be added. Alright. So, 0 plus negative 50. That means if I show you it in a number line, this is your 0. To this side, you have to go for the positive numbers. To this side, you have to go for the negative numbers. Right. So if you have 0 here, now 0 is this one, and you have to go for the negative side to this side. How much? Right? How many times you have to jump? 15 times. So this is negative 15. So your answer is negative 50. That means just forget the 0. If you have 0 in front of that, just forget it. Your answer is this. Correct? Right. Okay. I will do I and J. Right? I and J. Now you have 3 numbers now. I is negative 5, negative, subtract positive 2, subtract negative 6. Now, what you have learned? You know how to deal with two directed numbers. But here you have 3 directed numbers. So, first of all, let's do 2 directed numbers. That's all, right? So, that's what we know, right? So, okay. Equal mark. I will take these 2 directed numbers first. Right? I will keep as it is this negative 6. Subtract negative 6. So I will first deal with this negative 5, subtract positive 2. Alright? Right. So in the middle you have negative sign, that means subtract. Right? Adu karanna, please subtract these 2 numbers. So you do not know how to subtract. Convert this negative sign into positive. Okay, keep this negative 5 as it is. If you convert this negative sign into positive, at the same time you have to get the additive inverse of positive 2, which is negative 2. Right. So I will keep as it is this one. I will do nothing for that. Right? I will do nothing. I am not going to even touch this. Touch right now. Because I am dealing with these two guys. Right? So, negative 5 and negative 2. Now, you know how to do the addition. Right? First of all, you need to check whether these two numbers are different signs or same sign. Now, negative 5 and negative 2. Can anyone tell me whether that is different or same? Netula? Same. Yes. Same signs. Negative 5 and negative 2. What I see? You have to do the addition. Right? Same sign na. If you have to do the addition na, you have to follow 2 steps. Just get the 2 numbers, 5 and 2, and then 5 plus 2 is 7. So put it here. And put the same sign in front of this. Okay? Negative 5, negative 2. So the addition is negative 7. Right. Now I will write this here. Negative, negative 6. Subtract negative 6. So now this is again you have 2 numbers. Now from here onwards you know how to do. Same steps you have to follow. Same steps you have to follow. Right? Here.
Answer is negative 30.
Yes, Udit. Super. Right? So here negative sign, negative 7, sorry. This is negative, convert it into positive, right? At the same time, you have to get the additive inverse of positive 6, right? Negative 6. That is positive 6. Then again, check the 2 numbers sign. This is negative, this is positive. 2 different signs. If you have 2 different signs, you have to follow, right? That 3 steps. That is, you have to take 7 and 6 out, get the subtraction, that is 1. 7 minus 6, 1. Right? And put the biggest number sign in front of the answer, that is negative. So this is negative 1. Right. That is I. Correct? Then I will discuss J. Now focus on the word and think the steps with me. Yeah? Think the steps with me. Right? 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 I will first write it. Positive 4, negative, that means subtract positive 2. Right? Then negative, that means subtract positive 10. Okay. Equal mark. First of all, I will take these two numbers because I am dealing with only those two numbers. Now think with me. Correct? So here positive 4, right? I will write it as it is. Here you have negative, that means subtract. You have to convert it into addition. At the same time, you are going to get the additive inverse of this plus 2, that means negative 2. Right? I am not going to touch this one or make a touch karanna, so I will keep as it is. Right? If you want, you can convert that one into addition also. Doesn't matter. But it would be better if you can do this. Right? So I am going to deal with these two again. Positive 4, negative 2. Two different signs to be added. Correct? To be added. So take the two numbers out, that is 4, 2. Get the subtraction 4 minus 2, 2. What is the sign? What is the biggest number? 4. What is the sign? Positive. This is positive 2. Now you have here subtract positive 8. Right. Then you know how to do this one. Here you have to write positive 2. Here you have negative sign. Convert it into positive. At the same time, you have to get the additive inverse of this, that is negative 8. Right. Again, you have to add, right, two directed numbers with the two different signs. Two different signs. You have to follow the 3 steps. Right. So take here you have 2 and here you have 8. Right. Get the subtraction. 8 minus 2 is 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. Then who is the big brother? Biggest one. 8. 8 is the biggest. What is the sign? Negative. So your answer is negative 6. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I will keep the rest. That is part B. Alright. Part B of exercise 4.2 and the mixed exercise. Mixed exercise to the next week. Alright. Uday, please. Devara, can you remember me? Devara. Right. Right. Gaimi, Sinara, oh Devara, please remember this me. In next week. I will do the discussion before starting the class. Alright. This lesson is what important for you guys. Directed numbers, right? You guys are doing the most occurrences of wrong things in this lesson. Right? If you cannot do or if you cannot obtain the proper answer for this lesson, that is directed numbers, you can't even think about monol. Oh, right? I see. Right? You can't think about going on algebraic expression and so on and so forth, right? At indices, mass, so on and so forth. The rest of the lessons that you are meeting, right? Right.